I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to see how
You're supposed to tell me. You're the
starts.
commentator.
Mate, we'll get to that, okay? Give me a
wow.
second. All right.
Just give me a second here.
One
I
second.
rolled from the happening. Just give me a second. All right.
Okay. Up here, in the top left, in the red, his name is Crimson.
And he's actually red.
Yeah.
Just crimson. Yeah. On point. In the bottom right, he's not purple for Twitch, and he should be. This is Pig. This kid's a monster, actually. He streams like 50 hours a week, and he doesn't stream on weekends. It means he's putting in tons of hours every day. This guy's a workhorse. I get home from WCS Spring. I have what sort of technically a sleep, and then I get up the next day, and then at 5 a.m. I see a tweet from Pig saying, "I'm live. Let's ladder through the jet lag." I'm like, oh my god! You couldn't pay me to ladder right now. I feel terrible.
Yeah.
He's a grinder, man.
I don't know how he does it, man. Like, we cast these evening events. Maybe it's a Pro League, maybe it's a WCS. And it finishes around, like, what? Usually at the latest, like, 11 p.m.
Cool cat.
Nice. But, yeah, I don't know how he does it, because, you know, finishing late on a weeknight for me is like, oh, I'm so tired, because I've got to go to my 9 to 5 in the morning, and
yeah,
honestly, it's still like a full 7.5 hours of sleep. So.
I mean, honestly, I get exhausted if I have a big meal. So
yeah,
no
me too. I was complaining about that in the break. I just scoffed down some food, and I was like, guys, I've made a mistake.
Letting you guys all out there know, and please, hands above the desk, that Zepph actually soloed an entire apricot pie in the break.
It wasn't a whole one. Oh my god, please.
We're gonna all believe that it was a whole one.
You know, I wouldn't put it past myself, to be honest. I do like eating.
Look, there are some moments that I'm not proud of, where maybe an entire pizza has been eaten by myself, but not like in hours. I mean, like within minutes.
Yeah.
Like sub an hour entire pizza down the hatch, no problem. And I'm not talking Domino's either. I'm talking real fat guy pizza. I'm talking like a, you know, like one of those stone
like
oven
a deep
ones.
dish, or?
Oh no, I don't eat deep dish. That's not possible. You can't eat a giant deep dish pizza on your own, right?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, if that's what you're eating, I'm very impressed.
No, it's a giant like regular pizza crust. Yeah, I don't eat deep. I like if I wanted to eat bread, I would just toast bread. Okay.
Yeah, fair point. All right. Well,
I hope no one from Chicago is watching right now. They shouldn't. They should still be asleep. They get mad at me.
Probably. But the video game nerds are usually up at all hours, so
that is true. There might be a guy from Chicago out there.
Could be.
This is like a Archon DT drop, Archon drop of the DT variety here from Piggly Wiggly. Crimson getting a little bit of a poke in for a scout, but hasn't confirmed what it is. In fact, seeing the Stalker basically means that he won't be able to get in there except for the Overlord that's coming from the left of the main. These things are actually going to be quite annoying. I think he has an Adept at home, though, so he should be fine.
Yeah, he should be okay. But yeah, he's really going to be hanging out to find out what's happening here. And if he spots it, he'll be getting flashbacks. This literally just happened to him before. Maybe he'll actually get some spores this time.
That second Overlord, that's the bane of Pig's existence.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you only have one Stalker. But he's put it in a really good spot, right? So this is the last possible moment that he would really be able to scout that structure anyway. So he's bought himself a lot more time of Crimson still being in the dark. So he'll find out about it last minute. He's got one spore coming up. The lair is almost finished though, so you'll have Overseers. Pig may just go ahead and make those Archons.
You'll actually notice that Crimson is actually over preparing for the Dark Shrine this time. It's a direct result of his game versus Pez, I think. He actually made 4 spore crawlers. He might have just cancelled one, but
yeah, I think he's cancelled.
Like you actually just are usually fine with 2. Oh no, he's got one on the third here. Where are his roaches at? He was making roaches before. Oh, maybe he mistimed the roach warren. Oh no!
Oh no!
Crimson's gonna lose his third.
And now, yep, the Overseer is too late. And he's lost a third. I think the
man.
Protosses have figured out Crimson's weakness here.
Are there cloaked? There's a ton of cloaked units in Dota. I don't know how Crimson forgot about this mechanic.
Oh my god. Poor
Maybe he thinks it's
Crimson,
weird that all of these roaches can move when he commands them and they're not permanently stunned by another unit.
Oh dear.
Sorry guys, I just think it's super fun when you can't control your unit for as long as possible. I love getting stun locked. It's my favorite thing in Dark Souls. It's my favorite thing in MOBAs. I think there should be more stuns in Dota, honestly. I don't think there's enough stuns. I hate that every now and then I can actually do something. Sounds like it's just like, ugh. What is this, StarCraft? Controlling stuff, moving things around? Terrible.
I love how much salt you have for it, even though you don't really even play it.
I have played 10 whole games of Dota 2 in my entire life.
Yes.
I'm just being a hater, man. Straight up, I'm being a hater right now. It's I'm doing it for the yucks, okay? Just having a good time. We got those Archons in the main base, but plenty of roaches to meet them face to face. And I like the Spire hit from Crimson. He wants to really shut down Swarford.
Yeah. Overall, like, yeah, okay, it's bad he lost his third base, the DTs. That really, really sucks. But this game has gone a little bit better than the last series so far. You know, he hasn't been supply blocking himself as much. Bit more on top of the harassment. So he's not looking too bad, all things considered. Now that Spire's finishing up. That Queen is going to get zapped down.
Woo,
almost gets an Archon.
Yeah, so close. Now, these 9 Mutt-Mutts from Crimson are a little bit bothersome for Pig. This is a very Demilove thing to do. I mean, Demilove probably wouldn't lose his third hatchery to a bunch of Dark Templar. I mean, maybe, I'm sure he has before, and maybe he will again, but getting like more than half a dozen meters and just really shutting down Prism harassment and Prisms in general is very tough for Protosses to deal with unless they have a quick, decisive response of going for like a push with a bunch of Archons, forcing the meters to stay home and defend, or getting that Stargate up and just trying to buy time for Phoenixes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's a spooky spot to fly over. Oh, he can get a free
He's
model.
going to get the War Prism for sure.
Or maybe not. Yeah, okay.
That means
Well, that's a good start.
Yeah, it's a great start.
And
Crimson made a lot of roaches.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he's got enough here. He can kite back against the roaches if he wants. He actually gets sort of sandwiched here, but he can bile those force fields down to move back. But considering the numbers, he's actually just kind of fighting it at the same time, going for the probe line back at home. Gonna need a few more roaches to clean this up, as Pig did do a pretty good job of the front lines, pulling drones just in case. There's not that much Protoss left here. That Immortal's the big killer for all these roaches at the moment.
Yeah, the Immortal and the Archon, and even the Stalkers actually putting in their hard work to get rid of these roaches, but Pig has lost a lot of probes back at home. He's got a charge lot run by on the north side, actually, so he's doing a little bit of damage in the main, which is fantastic, because he still doesn't really have an answer for the Mutalisks back at home. He's trying to get 2 Stargates up, so he is trying to get like just a handful of Phoenixes up. Phoenixes can kite Mutas forever if you marker them perfectly, but it is tough, especially considering the Mutalisks are parked on top of the Stargates right now.
Yeah. They're both actually doing a fair amount of damage to each other now, but Crimson finally cleans up Pig's force at the third base. There's still a couple of Zealots roaming around in here, 2 more getting warped
so
in.
Much damage.
And
the Zealots in the main base and idle drones just sitting there.
Yeah. He's actually getting a bit more done than I thought he would have. Pig, though, knocked down to 16 workers to the 31 of Crimson so far. Might get a few more. And it looks like Crimson should be solidifying here a little bit. The Mutas, though, still finding places to do damage.
God. Oof. Pig's just been, it's death by 1,000 cuts here. He's just been muted, harassed to death. Oof. There you go, GG. It was Mr. Jake Eat a Shoe, No Regret Umpleby on Pylon Show today mentioned that Zerg has no way to harass.
Yeah, man, I can't think of a single unit that could...
I can't think of a single unit that would kill probes from the sky. Not a single one.
Not one. Maybe chat can help us out with their pro strats.
Definitely no such thing as Zergling run-bys either.
No.
Or Nidus Wings.
Not at all.
Or Baneling drops. Absolutely nothing that Zergs can do to kill probes. It's unfortunate. So it feels like it would have been a lot easier for Crimson if he could actually damage probes in that game.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
what?
don't
Did
know,
he kill
man.
60 probes with Mutalisks? Oh, that's what happened. Oh, okay. So they can harass. Well, that's weird. A 2-time Codes player told me that they couldn't. Huh. Huh.
Oh my god, you're so salty tonight. I love it.
I have no idea why I'm in such a good mood. I have no idea why I'm in such a good mood. I'm loving the fact that it's just the jet lag. It's the jet lag.
Okay.
I'm just playing.
Blame
No, I got nothing.
it. Well,
I
it was
actually
a
have
good
no
game. It was
It was, yeah.
it was a little messy, but see how game number 2 goes. I feel like this isn't Crimson's most refined play that we've seen from him, but
Nor Pigs actually.
yeah, true.
You know, he's having a rough time getting points on the board here. Still yet to get a map win in the bracket so far.
Yeah, I feel like it's easier for me to be a bit more critical of Crimson because I know how well Crimson usually plays, whereas Pig, I've never seen his Protoss in a tournament before. So I'm kind of taking it at face value at the moment. But yeah, he could definitely still win this, to be honest. He's got the strats, he's got the know-how.
He's a very brainy player. He's Grandmaster with all 3 races, and that's no joke. That's very, very hard to do and quite legit. And some people out there are going to go, "Her, it's only on NA, Maynarde, lol, KXD, Elegiggle, forehead." But the thing is, it is still really, really hard to do, which means you have to play all these different matchups, means all these different builds. And hopefully the next game plan for Pig goes a little bit better. It seems like everything he's done so far has been scouted and read and counted quite hard by his opponents.
Yeah.
Except for, I guess, losing his 3rd base.
Yeah.
Except for that small caveat there, but yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, it is time for new repugnancy now. And over in the bottom left, spawning in the red, he is Crimson.
And it's up right here. Still yet to get a map and win, but I believe in my brother from another mother. This is Jared Pig the Caster Kremzel.
I wonder if he may select the Stargate or Robo this time round. I feel like the Robo is kind of like a little bit safer in case Crimson was going to try and do like an earlier attack or something. What he pops out.
A bit of a scout here from Pig to see what's up. I missed the boat on this probe skin, by the way. It's such a cool looking probe. I don't know how I don't remember how you get it. But whatever it was, I didn't do it. Which makes me upset because that's a cool looking probe.
I wonder if I have that skin. It is a cool. Not that I ever really play Protoss, but
yeah, but I mean, I don't really play I play Protoss, and my Protoss and Zerg games are usually when I'm playing team games, because I random in team games. But I still want my stuff to look sexy. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I want people to see my unit skins and go, "Damn, this guy's probably cool IRL."
Yeah, you know, I don't think I've even been through the last round of war chest skins and made sure to equip all the ones I thought looked sick. Probably get on that. That's my
See,
homework.
last war chest was a simulant building skin, so you're gonna look real weird.
You know, it's cool, but I didn't like it that much that I wanted to equip the building ones.
Oh. I don't even know who you are anymore.
I know.
You're starting to sound like someone that isn't fun at parties and happened over at parties.
It's quite an unpopular opinion.
Like
Everyone
I see
so
someone. I see someone out there like Crimson without any kind of building skin. I'm like, oh wow, this person's going to come to a party and talk about how good school is. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
They're not playing enough video games. We got a 3rd base here for Crimson. It's blocked a little bit there by Pig's probe, but we are seeing a Twilight Council Stalker here from Pig. No Robo this time, so definitely a different opening.
Okay, I 100% didn't think he'd go straight for the Twilight here. Okay.
The Robo does come, but a little bit later to the party.
Yeah.
Natural. So making me wonder what this Twilight Council's for Pig. Like, is he going to charge and Tempo Archives? Is he trying Marjorie one more time?
Yeah, I was kind of feeling the charge. That's usually what I've been seeing when people go for the Twilight first.
Multiple Adepts, though.
In the games I've casted recently-ish. But this is actually a bit of a problem here for Pig.
Oh, that stings.
Whatever his plan was, it is certainly thrown for a loop now because he may not even survive this attack. He's got to build another structure behind that gateway because that's going to go down too.
Yeah, he's re-walling off, and that Adept is certainly holding the line. Crimson is extremely committed here. He's only on 17 workers, so all Pig needs to do is hold on. Shield Battery is definitely going to help a lot. Not going to use it on the pylon. Obviously, he wants to make sure that the Adept is juiced up as long as possible. Shield Battery is depowered, but just momentarily. Another pylon does finish up. Pig's Adept still going to get juiced up by this Shield Battery. Crimson's still holding that Z button, though.
He is. Pig's holding on here.
He kind of is.
That one Adept. Okay, there's his friend, but he's going to get picked off.
How you doing,
that
guys?
other pylon's going to go down, and then I think he can sneak through. Yeah. And this isn't going too well for Pig. I mean, this is what happened against Demi as well. Demi just like threw lings at him, and he died because he just doesn't have anything much at home. Lasted a bit longer this time.
Link floods are so hard to hold. Like, even for Protoss, where the Protoss is like your main race that you play 10,000 games of. Like, it's so hard to hold. And Pig did his best. He held on there, but the power of the Link flood, it'll get you every time, all the way from Bronze 3 to Cyril. It's a powerful, powerful opening. Immortal recalls to the incorrect Nexus there, and that's GG. Pig, unfortunately, excused from the tournament with a 0-4 score.
All right, well, GG, well played to Crimson, and he stays alive in this tournament. We'll be playing the loser of Demi versus Pez, which is the winners match.
That's right.
So
this match will be coming up next. And
that is correct.
Yep. Wow. So unfortunate for Big. I was really, really excited to see him do something crazy. He did go for the Marjorie on King's Cove one time against Demi, which I think was really, really cool. It's a very, very strong 2-base solid. But yeah, he just got scouted and counted so hard by Demilove. Demilove also plays on EU a lot, or he used to, which is where the build was created, as far as I know. So yeah. He was like he was in the frontier lands. He was one of those people that put up the first log huts in Marjorie Town, like the guy that first laid the first roads, and when that build started to hit the meta. So unfortunate for Pig. I hope that he shakes it off and comes back for a stronger next season. I'd love to see him cast him and compete again. It's great casting him. It's fun. Yeah,
for sure. And he's a strong player. He's got that big GM all 3 races brain, and a little bit of shame we didn't get to see a little bit more of his play, because I know he knows 1,000,001 strats, and it would be good fun. But it's not his time for this season. But congratulations to Crimson to move on and fight a little bit longer in this bracket. So guys, we will take another break, get the next match set up, and when we come back, more Protosses and Zergs on the menu. Don't go away.